Is that her dad when he's sober? I've received your paper plane. I was truly worried you were still having trouble at home. But it looks like my concern was slightly unfounded. Like the white daffodil, you are innocent, vain and candid in nature. Perched beside a pond in snow white, admiring your reflection. Being different from others can be a tough way to live. But I think I can understand that feeling. You said you want to learn more about my time abroad. All I can say right now is that my past is rather complicated. Unfortunately, many horrible things have happened on this land in the last decade. Yeah, because 1949 was when the White Terror started, and this is something, it's a little over a decade, but this is something like 1962 or something, I think, when this takes place. Believe it or not, our society wasn't always like this, oppressive and cold. Perhaps we should take a stroll down the boulevard on the weekend. There are things our censored textbooks don't mention, but are definitely worth knowing. Paper plane. Toss my worries out and receive your guidance. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're just going to exit out the door. Again, unless there's something over here. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Another piece of paper. Radio station 1030. New radio station's channel launched. Okay. So I guess that's the next one we're going to use. Oops. 103. Okay. So her bed is on the wall now. Chair and garbage can are up there still. The broken piggy bank probably signifies the broken marriage, I'm assuming. They're going to take a walk on the boulevard. Some boulevard in town, I guess. Looks like probably, yeah, my choices are just to leave. I could throw the paper plane potentially out the window, but the window's closed, so... And I can't interact with it, so I'll probably have to throw it somewhere else. What? So shattered glass. I'm a little worried it might kill me. Oh. Interesting. Somebody in a hat. If I do this, it's me. Interesting. Okay, and I assume this is me again. Probably a dude in the hat if I do this again. Oh, go in the opposite direction. What? Oh, I wonder, okay. Wait, what? Oh, he showed up again? No. Okay, he goes off the edge that way. What happens if I do this now? So he comes with me again. And then... what direction does he go if I go here? He comes with me again also. I feel like maybe he's supposed to come with me because we're walking along the boulevard. I don't know that that's what's happening here, but I'm going with that idea. We'll see if that changes. Yeah, so he's going the opposite way. So I want to not have that on when I go like that. And then this. He comes with me again. Father's study is always neat and tidy. He always gave off an air of seriousness, with a little bit of his own humor. I drew this when I was little. It was always kept, even when we moved the furniture around. What is it? I can't... oh, right here. I see. Okay. Little drawing of family or whatever. I assume that's what that is. Maybe Ray and Mom and Dad or something. Okay, doesn't look like anything over here. A coin for the piggy bank. Potentially. Okay. Nothing else before I leave? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Theater's ticket counter. Doors shut tight. Okay, I think I have to go back. Go to the first frequency. Well, let's first see what this says. Oh, that's the same. So this is the same as that. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking... go back and change to the first frequency, like 88.8 or whatever. Put the coin in the piggy bank. And then see what happens. Maybe we get more money out of the piggy bank, or the piggy bank smashes, or something. I'm not sure. But... yeah, and remember before this was a bunch of glass. So I'm guessing we did it right, or whatever. I wonder if we would have done it differently if we would not have gone through to the next area. Okay, so let's, like 88.8. Oops. Okay. Let's go over here and feed you. Put coin in piggy bank. Ceramic piggy bank, big round eyes, want to be fed. Now, if we go to the middle one with a smashed piggy bank, maybe the idea is over time, coins were deposited now. Maybe we'll have more money we can use to pay to get into the theater show. That's my hope. We'll see. Oh, no, a ticket. Yeah, there we go. Movie ticket, yeah. Oh, that was everything, right? There wasn't anything else? Looks like the same as before, otherwise. Yep, okay. So now go back to 103. Whoa! I guess we're in the movie or something now? I thought we were going to have to turn it at the counter or something. I guess not. I don't know what's happening. Not sure I like what's happening. This weird mix. There's a goldfish. There's like a brain in a juicer. There's like a pig head. Several signs and fans and like kind of attraction type oriented stuff. Doesn't look like I can interact with any of this stuff. I'm missing, but I don't think I can do. So I'm not getting any prompts for any of this. So I guess we just continue through for now. I assume this is all stuff her father told her about prior to the White Terror. So before everything was so restrictive, probably stuff that, like how the world was once, where it was bright and fun and wonderful and stuff. Theater's ticket counter, so nothing special. Maybe I do this though. Good day and welcome. We hope you enjoy your movie. Hopefully it's not a horror flick. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but I think maybe. Yeah, with her dad. Spending time with dad. Aww. That's probably a happy memory for her. Somewhat, at least. Aw, yeah, see? They're enjoying their time together. Father and daughter date. Daddy-daughter date. That's awesome. Maybe less awesome whatever we're transitioning into. More than a teacher. And then she got her pendant back. I guess that's it for this way. Okay. So back out the door. Yeah. Okay. It's not so bright and fun now. It's gone back to creepy and possibly terrifying if something happens. Okay. Oh. I don't know who he was. A note on the floor. Search warrant. Search warrant issued by the district court with a list of public officials involved in a bribery scheme. When I went home that day, Father had already been taken away. Aww. I asked Mom what had happened. She quietly replied, Dad got his hands dirty, but he'll live. Hearing this, I felt as if she was smiling underneath. Did the mom turn the dad in? Because she felt he was cheating on her? Probably, like we said before, with Ms. Yin. Okay. Assignment book. Reasonable excuse to enter the counseling office. Oh, so maybe now we go back to the teacher's office. What if we go in here? Dad's probably gone, right? Is Mom there? Oh, Dad's still there for now. It's because of different memory, I guess. He's not been taken yet in this line of things. Okay, I'm right-clicking and not holding... It won't hold my breath, so I guess I don't need to do that here. Maybe that was really just a mechanic earlier on in the game. At some point, I'll probably have to use my own paper airplane, I assume. Not sure when. Doesn't do anything. The assignment book to the counselor. Miss Fung. The counseling process is near its end. I'm glad you're back on track. And hopefully won't be needing me anytime soon. If there isn't anything else, you should return to class now. I still have plenty of assignments to look at. Counseling records. Is there anything else in here new now? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. It's over. No matter what's written on here, there's only farewell. Ni hao. Hao ba hao. I don't speak a lot of Mandarin. Hopefully you can communicate in English. I'm very, very, very rusty, even on the little bit of Mandarin I do know. Still Dad. Was there any... There was just the clocks in the other room, right? So there's probably nothing else there. Yeah, probably nothing else. Okay. Okay, hang on one second here. Let me see if I can... Okay, that'll show up someday. When there's enough, that'll show up. But it might take a bit. Oh. Okay, so this is a new area now. Okay, let's go ahead and save this here. Yep. What other frequency would we want? I wonder. I don't know. And then just through the curtain, huh? I guess since we're on this level, let's go through the curtain first and then see if maybe we change frequencies again. Maybe there's somewhere else to go. Another version of her room. Oh. Are we seeing stuff we've done then in the past? Don't know. She's not sure what to make of it. She's like, We still have the paper airplane. And we have the counseling records. We're not able to exit back through. So I'm not sure. Okay. So maybe let's do... Since we can analyze this, let's see what happens if I give her the paper airplane. A glass cup of nauseating color, overflowing with a stench of human corruption. Plates and cups clash against the walls as Father's voice roared through the halls. After a series of curses seething, all that's left is Mother's weeping. Our family was once sweet together, healthy and caring when we gathered. And now every night a restless sleep, every morning hard to wake. So it goes on day by day, the anguish digs ever deep. I was shattered into countless pieces, mirroring the crumbling of a familiar world, in a state of ceaseless decay, plunging into a river of despair, floating in limbo for the rest of our days. Man, this is such a sad story. She really took the breakup of her family hard. Like, what kid wouldn't, right? If you're... Even adult children, right? Like, they haven't. But if my mom and my dad ever got a divorce, it would just be devastating. And I'm an adult. I don't know. I mean, I probably could move on with life, but it would just be really, really hard. Doesn't do anything. Anticipating when we meet, footsteps ever quick and slight, roaming through a neon forest, strolling past the dazzling lights. I've become a little lark, brushing past the pretty flowers, chasing all the playful butterflies. I glide merrily by your side. I've been an actor in our play, long before the curtain's risen. Being held is ever comforting, longing for your love embracing. Listening to your many whispers, feeling each other's tranquil breathing. The white deer walked into my grasp. What a pleasant surprise. What a turn of fate. I want to keep this moment in my palms for eternity. All of a sudden, we stopped meeting. You became distant bitterly, colder than the sun could melt. air around you freezing instantly, and my frozen body's beating heart with each pulse tearing itself apart. Again, I'm left in abject solitude, in a house that I call home, in a space that I call school. A walking corpse whose mind's without a sense of loss that's drowned with doubt. Oh, is she looking through and seeing something? Yin, Changming Hui, we need to talk about this. Chang, Ms. Yin, it's not necessary to raise your voice like that. Yin, why can't I? What were you thinking, going after a child like that? Chang, child? I was already studying abroad at her age. She's old enough to know what she wants. Yin, so what now? Will you lead her down this forbidden path? She only needs a push in the right direction, not for you to wrap your arms around her. Chang, this is our private matter. It's none of your business. Yin, how is it not? You're stuck in your little romance. Did you forget about us? We were already in the same boat. Don't you forget. Xexor, that lava ass is super scary. I don't like it either. I really don't like it. There's Ms. Yin. Is she gonna kill her? Yeah. She just snapped, right? She just broke. And now everybody is gonna pay. Wow. Even her dad. Well, no, not even her dad. She didn't make her dad pay, right? Her dad already disappeared previously, right? A painful recollection. My soul is shattered into pieces. When I cannot put myself back together and forget everything, I open my eyes and welcome a barren world. Wow. So we have that, and now we're going somewhere, I guess. I don't know what we're doing at this point. Potentially go out there. He went this way. Let's see what's this way. Can't read any of this. Move that or anything to see what else there is. A dark version of herself? There was a rat there before, but not anymore. What did I do? I just clicked this. What the crap? It's like I broke something. Okay. I don't want to talk to the shadow girl. Ugh. Okay, let's talk to her. Our life would vanish, but not our guilt. I am you. Yet you are not me. It's the sin that makes you linger in this realm. Memories, like mirrors reflecting the true likeness of your soul. In a world full of pain and suffering, Feng Rei Xin, what do you fear the most? Sounds like she fears losing her family more than anything. I am who I am. So now we're her instead. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's do the switch back for a second. We'll save the game first, and then go into the alternate world, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And that's what broke her, right? She was struggling anyway, but I mean, she had the council report and stuff. She was struggling anyway, but when they took her dad away, and her mom almost seemed happy about it, and the fact that he was cheating on her mom with Ms. Yin, I mean, all this, it was too much for her, right? Okay, let's not do this yet. Let's see what else there is in this mode, and then we might come back and swap. Or maybe I can't do anything else in this mode. Okay, that's nothing. Okay, let's see if we can even go out the right side. If we can't leave here in this mode, then obviously we just switch to the other mode. Yeah, there's no prompt to leave. Okay, so we just switch for sure. I mean, I'm assuming, because it was an achievement when you chose family, I'm assuming each of the three is a different achievement. I'm assuming each of the three will give you a different result, but it'll change the game somehow, I'm assuming. It looks like we're basically heading toward the endings of the game. Yeah, see, now we're in a totally different area. I wonder if we're ever going to get more... I'm not asking for them, mind you, necessarily at least. I didn't think they were cool, but I'm not asking for them. I wonder if we're going to get any more lingered or lantern specters, or if we're just in this mostly now story mode of telling what happened in her past, and now it would be deciding what is going to become of her eventually. Doors blocked by an unknown force. Go there potentially. Let's see if there's anything else on this level. Yep, maybe. Although it also might be blocked by an unknown force. Nope. Going here too, okay. Oh, another version of ourselves. Interesting. The way forward is the path to your past. However, the road ahead has crumbled. Lead me anywhere, and I will follow you like a shadow. Wait, what? The door handle is broken. I can't get in. Okay. And there's nothing here, it looks like. And then if I go here, back out. Okay. No. Okay, let's see. Ah, she'll follow me like a shadow now, right? Got it. Makes sense. Oh. There's like this version of her, though. Sliding doors wrapped in barbed wire. Oh. Okay, it's just... Okay. She's gonna stay in there, I guess. Okay, let's see if I can enter here. Can't open this door. Boarded up, boarded up. Not interactable. Not interactable, and then going down. Okay, so we can switch back and then see maybe if there's other stuff we can go on with in the other mode. Yeah. Oh, I can't do that one, so I have to go to the other side. Okay, fine. Yeah, and hospitals, with hospitals, of course, I would kind of combine those with like mental institutes or insane asylums or whatever you want to call them. I know insane asylum's not a PC term, but I'm just saying whatever. Those kinds of places. Those are pretty scary too. Okay. Ah. And that's it. Well, there's this middle. Let's go through these middle doors. After we try to go through the middle doors, then, if we can, then we'll see what's beyond there, but then we'll probably switch back, go back downstairs in the other mode again. Oh. That dude. The bonfire of hope is almost depleted, diminishing in the wind. Some of the book contents might conflict with your everyday thoughts. But this material will help you engage in reflective and independent thinking. Well, let's call it a day. I do want to remind you all again to never mention the book club to anyone else, for that might put yourself and others in great danger. And Wei, I'd like to ask you a favor. Yes, yes, Miss Yin. Is it about the new books? I've already given the list to Mr. Chung. He said the shipping company won't help us anymore, but he'll figure something out. The government is enforcing restrictions on all imports. Soon the book club might come to an end. Ms. Yin, why are things like this? I'm sorry, Wei. There's nothing I can do either. Oh, just one more thing before you go. Mr. Chung never brought us any of those books in the first place. Oh, sorry. Mr. Chung never brought us any of those books in the first place, right? Ha! I know I can always count on you. First rule of book club. Never talk about book club. That's right. Clipping blacklisted to return home for burial. Half a century in exile, blacklisted to return home for burial. During the period of martial law, Ms. Yin Tsui-han was a wanted political fugitive. She was lucky to evade arrest and left the country, only to be blacklisted. She traveled the world fighting for human rights and freedom of expression, but unfortunately died of lung cancer at the age of 50. Her last wish... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, sorry. Her last wish was to be able to return to her hometown. Now this wish can be achieved with the lifting of martial law. Yeah, the martial law didn't get lifted until, I think it was 1989. So... Okay, I guess that's it in this room. So now I think we need to go back, switch modes again, and then go downstairs in the other mode, I guess. Okay. Let's go down. Who could be calling at a time like this? Remember, these are kind of echoes of the past that we've seen in the game already now. Sometimes. Some of them are. Some of them obviously are other points in the past, but... I think that was when we, near the beginning of the game, we got back to that... the principal's office there and heard the phone ringing before we entered. I think that's like a freeze frame right before we enter. What? Is there anything else to do? There's nothing else to do on this level? Did I miss something on the second level then? Not sure. What's... This was control. We used this, opened the slider, and then we could go through previously, but obviously not now. Strange. Okay, well, let's go upstairs on the on this far side. See if something changes when we do that. I'm not sure that anything will, but try. Don't go back up where we just came from on the other side. That almost certainly has not changed anything. Doesn't seem like... Yep. I feel like there's not really. Unless this is open now. No. And that's still shut with the barbed wire. That won't open either. Yeah, I have to go to the far end. So, I'm not sure at this point. Can't go up anymore. There's not a door on the end here like there was previously. I'm not actually sure. If I'm in this mode, but cannot go through that door. See, none of this other stuff, though, does anything. Or did I miss something in here, maybe? "你是不是好吗?" I can't go any farther over this way. All of this is... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do here. Nothing seems to be giving me any kind of an interaction cursor or anything. Can't go any farther this way either. Huh. I'm not sure what I'm missing then. Clearly there is something else I'm supposed to do. I'm pretty sure we're really close to the end, and I'm supposed to make some kind of a choice, but I don't know. Really what choice I'm making. I mean, if it's not, it seems to be either cling to the past or move on to the future. But I don't know how I do that. Realistically, probably I do, but I'd like to, for a little bit still, try to see if I can figure it out on my own. I appreciate the offer of help, though, and if I'm still struggling in a bit, I may ask you to help me out, but I'd like to see... There is definitely something I'm not doing correctly. I'm missing something. So... let's do this. And save it. There was a sound of breaking glass when I touched the fan before. I thought maybe this mirror, but... The specter can follow me, but it seems like the specter cannot leave the room it's in. So, for instance, when there was that one room where there was kind of the glowing light, like almost like a fire inside, when I was outside, the specter would follow me. But if I go in the door, it doesn't, or if I click on the door, it doesn't open the door so the specter can get out. It instead makes me go in the room or tells me I can't enter the room, right? So that, unless it behaves differently, maybe in that specific instance, maybe not the specter, but what happens when I click the door. We can always try that. Let's go back. Okay. So if I go over here, interact with her. Now when she comes over this way, see if I go to the right here, she'll follow me like a shadow. If I do this, can't open the door. Can't turn on the light. So I'm not sure how I would free, quote unquote, this specter from the room. And when I go in the other door, of course, you've already seen it just enters the room. A lot of frog sounds. I wonder if this whole school has effectively fallen into disrepair. I only have the journal, so I don't. There's not an item I'm thinking I could use. Oh, I wonder. I think I might have an idea. I don't know it's what I need to do, but I have an idea. You see how the Spectre's all the way over on the right? And when I went downstairs and across, came back up and entered, when I went to the first window, the Spectre was still way over on the right. It wasn't instantly over where I was. If I instead keep the Spectre over on the right, come back up and enter the door on the left, that Spectre's going to be all the way across, and then when I switch, I've crossed that chasm. I'm on the other side of that chasm. I bet that's what I need to do. Alright, so if I go up here now, and don't lure the Spectre over this way, if I just go like this, Spectre's still over on the other side. And now, if I do this, remember when you enrolled so full of passion, participating in every school activity, showing off your academic abilities, grabbing the attention of your peers and teachers. Then, things took a turn for the worse at home. All the attention quickly turned into unwanted scrutiny. So you chose grim acceptance of the scrutiny and or grim acceptance of family life at home. Turn a blind eye to the scrutiny, but also turn a blind eye to what was going on at home. Or chose to escape the scrutiny, but also escape from home. If family's so important to her, I feel like she wouldn't want to escape from home. She probably wanted to turn a blind eye, pretending like mom and dad would work it out. But at the same time, then, turning a blind eye to what was going on at school, meaning she wouldn't have tried to improve things. I feel like that's probably the one. Okay. This place is completely lifeless. Even ideas are buried here. Remember to thoroughly destroy each book and add the spirit money to throw them off. There can't be any intact book pages, or else this would be for naught. Hey, Wei, you're closer with Ms. Yin. I heard that she had to flee the country overnight. Is that true? I'm not sure. She never said anything about leaving. Unlike Ms. Yin, we don't have the connections to guide us to safety. Aren't you afraid? Well, actually, what bothers me the most is, do you know how the reading list got leaked out? Stop asking questions. I'm as clueless as you. Let's just hurry up and finish this. We don't want to get caught. Too late, I think, unfortunately. Especially given that you find Wei dead at some point in the game. A written verdict from court. Adorned piece of the verdict. Chang Minhui, district level educator, is found guilty with students Wei and others of collusion with communist forces. Chang Minghui is to be put to death after the court's ruling. Wei Chungting pleads guilty to affiliation with communist forces, reading of prohibited texts with rebellious and corrupt thoughts. Will be sentenced to 15 years jail time. Jeez, dude. That's harsh. Okay. He's gone this way again. He went off screen before I could follow him. So I wonder if he went all this way or if, oh yeah, there he is. He goes inside there. Alright. The door is barred by a broom. There's a note on top of it. Snitcher. Remove the broom. Do I want to remove the broom? I guess that's moving on, so I guess we need to. Yep. Back to this room. Note entry, collector achievement. Excerpt. That time, in fear, forcing herself to breed hatred. Who knew that she would take that leap and leave this world behind? Nary a last word, because of fear? Remorse? The reason remains undecided. I was left with a blur of confused thoughts spiraling through my mind. When I saw the sunlight again, things had changed drastically. My loved ones and teacher went to a higher place. She was buried in an unmarked grave, leaving me a decrepit man. Yeah, I like it though. It's really pretty, eerie but pretty. I like it. It's good music. I'm assuming we're going in there. Yeah, I can't go any farther that way. Okay. We're so close to the end, I don't want to stop here, right? we're like right... I feel like we're like right at the end pretty much. So this scenery changed. can no longer go this way. Okay. There's a note on the cart. Yeah, these were all the dolls before. That's the puppeteering shop or whatever. Which means I guess we're going in there. It's the only place we can go. I see. You follow me when the light is off? You do. Interesting. I'm not sure what the importance is of being over here without your shadow, but because that's a mechanic, there's going to be something important about it, I assume. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything to do over here. There's not even another light switch. Oh, right. While it's like this with a light on, I can communicate with it or whatever. I see. Whereas before I couldn't. Makes sense. Okay. Alright, so now I need to turn this other light off so the shadow can follow me. Then go back past the other light. Or I guess my shadow's actually leading me rather than that, but yeah. Okay. Acting immediately on one's determination. This is the philosophy he believed in. That someone should take fate into their own hands. With you following him, what ideas do you hold? Well, if she previously with her family refused to accept, she basically like pretended like it wasn't happening. She turned a blind eye. But that doesn't mean she was accepting fate, right? She wasn't actively fighting it, but she was in her subconscious fighting against what was happening. So I don't think she would submit. She definitely didn't seem like she was going to do a laid back life. I think this one, take hold of your destiny. That is a charming thought. So life has gained a goal. Next to him, you found yourself. You are me. Oh, and now I can go through here where I could not before. Okay, is there anything? Nothing more that way. What about this other direction? So that or the other. This one might be locked though. Yeah, door's locked. Outstanding observer. Achievement. Don't know what that means, but okay. By the way, for offering the hint earlier, though, yes, yeah, appreciate it. Okay, let's see. No matter how many times this replays, nothing can be unwound. You can never redeem yourself. Instructor by. This is the book list I mentioned before. I found it on our teacher's desk. Miss Fang, the country appreciates your assistance. That sucks. So I guess we probably need to switch to that mode. Door's locked. Okay. Did you think finding something to rely on would stave off your fear? One day, however, he was gone, just like that. You've lost everything you can depend on. What choice will you make now? I don't think she's indifferent, and she doesn't seem like one who would accept. I guess she'll try to take them back. Let's try that one. The instructor's sharp gaze was stifling. You steeled yourself and performed without hesitation. In that one moment, transforming into a pitiless patriot. Easier than you think, right? You are me. Then he's going that way. I guess we're following him again. I wonder what that means. If he was pondering or if he actually jumped. And then that version of us, apparently. What if we go past it and go down? Can we not? Apparently we cannot. Okay. Memories are like a mirror reflecting the true likeness of your soul. That's not a great assessment of her. That's pretty much condemnation. Jeez. Okay. Maybe you still want to forget. Maybe you're still afraid. Facing your own aspirations, but not confessing to the truth. I am you. Yet you are not me. Is this what the bloody river was about? All these dead bodies? Constantly cycling over and over with the overly river Sanzu at the end of your journey. Yet the knot of sin still lies unsolved. The bridge leading to Paramita lies in collapse. So the Requiem, with a warm crescendo, welcomes you once again. Really? That's where this is going. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Wow. Well, damn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I did not see a really sad ending coming. Before everything happened with her parents, she put everything into how she performed in school. It was the most important thing, was her grades and how respectable she would be as a result of getting good grades. And then something happened with her dad. Everyone loves you was the achievement for that ending. Something happened with her dad, and when her dad decided he couldn't be happy with his wife, I guess. We don't know all the details. He cheated with Ms. Yin. The fact that Miss Yin was tied to the book club means that the book club as a whole became the target for Ray's anger. Yeah, I know people like that. I wasn't, but I know plenty of people who were. I mean, I tried to get good grades, but I wasn't obsessed with it. But I definitely know there were friends of mine who felt this enormous amount of pressure. And so when she found out her dad was cheating on her mom, and the marriage was breaking apart, and her dad's lover was Ms. Yin, two things happened. Her mom, I don't know for sure, but I suspect her mom. Yeah, there are other endings too, I know. You can go by chapter now, right? So I could choose. Yeah, I could choose chapter 4 and replay other endings. So I suspect her mom let some information slip so that the husband would get taken away. So her dad would get taken away. That wouldn't have happened early on in the trouble, but when they got to a certain point and the mother resented the father, I feel like that happened. That was a severe blow to Ray. It broke a big part of her world. So then she struck out the only way she knew how, which was because she wanted her dad and mom to stay together. So she didn't strike out at mom. She became angry at the person she thought caused her dad to do the things he was doing, which was Ms. Yin. Especially when she found out Ms. Yin was doing, secret forbidden book club. She got angry with her because she probably not only associated the breakup of the marriage with Ms. Yin, but probably also associated her dad getting into things that eventually got him taken away. She probably also blamed that on Ms. Yin, that Ms. Yin was a bad influence on her dad. So she aggressively went after Ms. Yin, but in doing so, she ended up targeting the entire book club, which meant Wei and the others who were all in the book club all became victims at her hands. And Ms. Yin was able to get out of the country, so her vengeance against Ms. Yin didn't even do any good, because Ms. Yin was able to get away. I mean, eventually she died and was brought back after White Terror ended, but Ms. Yin didn't actually really pay, except for having to leave the country, but she ended up living a life elsewhere and still teaching against the White Terror in Taiwan. So, man, that's rough. Exactly, so she felt like she had to make him pay. Okay, well, we're going to stop for tonight, but I am going to, so next Friday night, 1 week from tonight, so 1 week from tonight, I will start my live stream by playing other alternate endings of Detention. Now, there are a lot of endings, potentially. There were 3 choices each time, and there were 3 or 4 questions. Let's say 3. That's still 9 potential combinations of answers. Well, no. It's not, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 27. It's potentially, if it's just 333, there are potentially 27 different combinations of answers, right? Because it'd be 3 cubed. That said, I doubt there are 27 different endings. So I will, now that we've played the game so that it's not really a blind playthrough, I more or less know what to do now for the ending. I'll just look up how to get the different answers. Yeah, how they're grouped, exactly. So I'll look up how they're grouped. We'll do the other endings next Friday. We'll start with that, and I'll do the other endings. And then after we finish the other endings for Detention, then we'll switch over to continue playing Downfall next Friday. Okay. So, for now, we will do that. So thank you for joining me. Any of you new who are here, any who are returning, I appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you very much for being on the stream. I don't know if you were watching when I said this earlier. So if not, then of course you wouldn't have heard me say this. But Shueji, I just want to let you know that I do have a copy of Devotion, the other Red Candles games title that has mostly been banned, so most people can't play it. I have a copy of that, so I will play that at some point. Probably not right away, though. It'll be some time. But if you continue following me, you'll see, when you see a notification saying that I'm playing Devotion, at that point, you'll know that I'm doing that game. So if you're interested in watching that game, feel free to watch that. I don't know, that one doesn't feel like it's really as meaningful or as deep of a message, though. It feels like it's just more of a indie horror game, but I don't know. It might be more meaningful in its message. Anyway, that's something I will be playing at some point in the future. I'm going to start looking a lot more for Thai games of a variety of types, not just horror, but other types as well. Because it seems like there are a lot, like there are several Japanese games I either play or have played. There's some Korean games I've done. Trying to think. I've done some Chinese games like from Hong Kong in the past. But I don't think I've done a lot of Taiwanese games. So I think I'll try to do more of those as well. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be continuing Scratches, the point and click horror. So if you're in the mood for that, I'll be doing that tomorrow night. And then Sunday, we will be finishing Azura El Circle. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, peace.